All right, so if you're listening to this, you're probably thinking about building a website with WordPress.
Yeah.
And let's be real.
Yeah.
AI is like everywhere these days, including how we build websites.
Absolutely.
So today we are going deep on WordPress tools and comparing this AI-powered newcomer Extendify to the more established tools like DIVI and Elementor.
Yeah, it's an interesting time to be building websites right now.
Yeah.
You've got these really powerful page builders like DIVI and Elementor that have been around for a while.
Yeah.
And now AI is like coming onto the scene and
Right.
promising to make things even faster and even easier.
Definitely faster.
Yeah.
Extendify is saying that you can set up a personalized site in under a minute using AI,
Wow.
which has got to be intriguing,
It is, yeah.
even if you've been using WordPress for a long time.
It's a bold claim for sure.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder, how much can AI really do? And how good is the AI at actually designing a site?
Right. Like, is it going to be a good website?
Yeah.
Or just a fast website?
Exactly.
So let's start with that basic question.
Okay.
How easy are these tools to use?
Right.
Extendify is definitely going for that wow factor
Yeah.
with that 1-minute setup time, which, that's appealing to everyone,
Sure.
but especially to people who are maybe a little bit intimidated by building a website.
I think that's what's interesting about Extendify.
Yeah.
They're using AI
Right.
to try and reach a wider audience,
Yeah.
people who might have been hesitant to build a website before.
So maybe people who would hired someone like you.
Potentially. Yeah.
Now, DIVI and Elementor.
Yeah.
They've been known for those drag and drop interfaces.
Yeah. Visual editor.
Yeah.
Which gives you a lot of control.
Tons of control.
Yeah, but there is a little bit of a learning curve.
Right. It's not 1 minute and you're done.
No, it's not quite that simple.
But even if you go the more traditional route with like DIVI or Elementor,
Okay.
the fact that Extendify is pushing this like super simple approach means that the whole industry is getting more user-friendly.
Competition is good.
Yeah.
It pushes everyone to innovate.
It's like a rising tide lifts all boats.
I like that.
Okay, so let's get into the specifics of what each of these tools actually offers.
Okay.
Because ease of use is important,
Yeah.
but it's the features that make a website stand out.
It's what you can do with it.
Exactly. And this is where things get really interesting.
Okay.
Because these tools have some pretty different strengths.
Yeah. Starting with Extendify,
Yeah.
we see them leaning into those AI-powered features, like AI writing assistance and image generation.
Yeah.
Things that would have seemed like science fiction a few years ago.
I mean, AI writing website copy for you.
It's pretty wild.
That's either brilliant or terrifying.
Or both.
Yeah. I think I'm leaning towards brilliant, but
Yeah.
it depends on how good the AI actually is.
That's the big question.
What do you think?
Can AI really capture the nuance of a brand?
Yeah.
We'll have to see.
Okay, so then you have DIVI,
Right.
which is taking a different approach
Okay.
and appealing to those data-driven people. They have built in A/B testing.
Oh, wow.
So you can test different designs
Interesting.
and see which ones perform better.
So you can actually see what works best.
Yeah, it's like a built-in laboratory for your website.
I like that.
And then there's Elementor,
Okay.
which is known for widgets
Yeah.
and that powerful pop-up builder.
When we talk about widgets, it's important to understand what they can actually do for you. Widgets can add all sorts of functionality, like social media feeds or contact forms, all without writing code.
So it's like a toolbox full of pre-built solutions.
Exactly.
You can drag and drop onto your pages.
And pop-up builders can be really effective, like for growing your email list.
Got it.
But if they're not used, they can be annoying.
It's like anything, you got to know how to use it.
Yeah, use it strategically.
And speaking of user experience,
Okay.
we can't forget about performance.
Right.
Because nobody likes a slow website.
Nobody.
No. It's bad for users. It's bad for SEO.
It's just bad news.
And this is where Elementor often gets a lot of praise.
Yeah, they're known for being lightweight,
Okay.
which means faster loading times,
And page speed is super important.
especially on mobile.
Exactly.
Those people are browsing on their phones now.
If your site is slow on mobile, you're going to lose visitors.
You'll lose them for sure.
DIVI has been working on their speed,
Okay.
but they might still be a bit behind Elementor. And Extendify is so new.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of info out there yet about their performance.
We'll have to see.
But they are really focused on user experience.
Yeah.
So I would be surprised if they weren't thinking about speed.
It's all connected.
What good is a site that loads in under a minute
Right.
if it takes forever for the content to show up?
Exactly. And remember, there are lots of things that affect performance.
Oh, yeah. Like what?
Like your hosting provider, the images you use, even the number of plugins you install.
It's like a car.
Okay.
You might have a super fast engine.
Right.
But if it's way down, it's not going to run very well.
Makes sense.
Okay, so we talked about ease of use, features, performance.
Yeah.
But let's be real. Budget plays a big role, too.
At the end of the day, it does.
In deciding which tool is right for you.
Absolutely.
And that's where things get interesting.
Okay.
Because these tools have taken very different approaches to pricing.
Let's hear it. Yeah. Extendify, with its focus on AI and its partnering with hosting providers, seems to be going for more of a bundled approach.
So it might be less about paying a fee for the page builder,
right,
and more about picking a hosting plan that includes Extendify.
Exactly. It lowers that barrier to entry,
right,
and it simplifies things.
Yeah, you're not comparing all these different pricing tiers.
Right.
You're just picking a hosting package that has what you need.
Built right in.
Now, DIVI
Yeah.
has been around for a while, and they're known for their one-time fee.
Right.
Or annual subscription.
And the big thing there is that you get access to all of Elegant Themes' products.
So it's a pretty good value.
It is, if you're going to use multiple products.
Yeah, like Bloom or Monarch.
It's a whole toolkit for WordPress.
But if you only need a page builder,
yeah,
that price tag might seem a little high.
Especially compared to Elementor.
Right, because they have a freemium model.
Yeah, their free version is very capable, and their paid plans scale based on how many sites you need.
And that's been really successful for Elementor.
It has. You can try it before you buy it.
Right, and for a lot of people, the free version might be all they need.
It's a great way to reach a lot of different users.
Okay, so we've covered ease of use, features, performance, pricing.
Okay.
Let's go a bit deeper into the user experience.
Right.
Because a website can look really fancy.
Yeah.
But if it's not easy to use,
it's not going to do you much good.
It's not going to do you any good.
And user experience comes down to a lot of things.
Like what?
Like the design of the interface, how intuitive the tools are, and how smoothly the website works as a whole.
Extendify with its simplicity.
Yeah.
And how it uses Gutenberg.
Right.
Seems to have a very clean, streamlined approach.
It's all about those blocks.
Yeah.
And patterns.
It's very visual.
Very visual.
Yeah.
And for anyone who's used the newer versions of WordPress, that Gutenberg editor will feel very natural.
It's like an extension of WordPress.
It is.
But for users who are used to DIVI and Elementor, it might feel a little limited.
Those platforms offer more of a drag-and-drop experience.
It's what you see is what you get.
Exactly.
And that can be really appealing.
It can.
If you want a more hands-on approach.
You can tweak every little thing and see those changes right away.
But there could be a downside to that, too.
Too many options can lead to decision paralysis.
It can be overwhelming.
Sometimes having some constraints actually helps you be more creative.
And that's where Extendify's focus on pre-designed templates could be an advantage.
They're kind of guiding you towards an outcome.
It's like choosing from a curated menu.
I like that.
Versus having to cook from scratch.
Sometimes having fewer choices is easier.
But you're giving up some control for that simplicity.
It depends what your priorities are.
Speaking of control, let's talk about customization.
All right.
DIVI and Elementor are known for all those modules.
Widgets, design elements.
They give you a lot of power to really tweak things.
DIVI is known for its flexibility. You can customize your headers, footers, templates for different types of posts.
Like a blank canvas.
Yeah. And you have all the tools you need.
But that freedom comes with a learning curve.
Yeah. It's not for everyone.
DIVI's power can also be a weakness.
If you're not comfortable digging into the code.
And sometimes all that detail can be too much.
For a simpler website, you probably don't need all of it.
So Elementor takes a different approach. They still have a lot of customization.
Yeah.
But they focus on making things user-friendly.
They try to find a balance.
Yeah, between flexibility and ease of use.
Their widgets are well designed.
And they cover a lot of different functions.
They do.
And their template library is great for anyone who needs to start somewhere.
It is. You can pick a template that's close to what you want.
Yeah.
And then customize it.
Now, Extendify, with his AI-powered approach, takes a more curated approach to customization.
You're working within their design system.
Which can be good or bad.
Right.
It's like having a personal stylist.
Okay.
He can help you pick the right outfit.
You might not have as many choices. But you know you're going to look good.
And it can save you a lot of time.
Especially if you don't have a design background.
So we've talked about ease of use. Features. Performance. Pricing. User experience. And customization.
It all comes down to one question.
Which tool is right for you?
And the answer is?
I know you're going to say it.
It depends.
I knew it.
It depends on your needs, your budget, your technical skills, and what you're trying to do.
But there's one more thing I think we need to talk about.
Okay.
The bigger picture.
You're talking about the long-term implications of these tools and AI in web design.
Yes. Is AI eventually going to make page builders obsolete?
That's the big question, isn't it?
It is.
AI is changing so fast.
It really is.
And it's disrupting industries that we thought would never be automated.
But I still think there's always going to be a need for human creativity.
I agree. Design isn't just about code.
Right.
It's about understanding people.
Evoking emotion.
Creating an experience.
And that's something AI can't do yet.
At least not yet.
So maybe we're moving towards a future where AI and humans collaborate.
Instead of one replacing the other.
Now that would be exciting.
Imagine AI doing all the technical stuff and humans focusing on the creative stuff.
That'd be amazing.
We could build even better websites.
All right, so that was a lot of information.
It was.
Let's give our listeners a minute to process all that.
Yeah, it was a lot.
So we've looked at WordPress website builders from every angle.
Yeah, ease of use.
Features, performance pricing, even the impact of AI.
It's a lot to think about.
So let's sum it all up.
Okay.
And talk about what this means for you, the listener.
Right, because you're the one who's going to decide what to use.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So if you're worried about page speed,
which you should be,
Elementor has a really good reputation for being fast.
It is lightweight.
And that's important for user experience and for SEO.
Yeah, Google cares about how quickly your website loads.
Especially on mobile.
So when you're picking a page builder, think about how it might affect your site speed.
Page speed isn't just about the page builder.
No, it's also about your hosting your images.
All the other stuff that makes up your website.
It all adds up.
Now, what about your comfort level with technology?
Yeah. Are you a beginner?
If you're totally new to WordPress,
yeah,
Extendify's simplicity might be really helpful.
It's like having a coach who walks you through the process.
You don't need to know how to code or anything.
You just follow the instructions.
But if you're more experienced with WordPress, and you really like to have control over every little detail,
yeah, you want to tweak everything,
DIVI might be a better choice.
DIVI lets you customize almost anything.
It's powerful, but it takes time to learn.
Yeah, you got to be willing to put in the effort.
And if you're looking for a balance between easy and flexible,
somewhere in the middle,
Elementor could be a good fit.
Yeah, they have that intuitive interface and lots of pre-built elements.
But you can still customize them.
It's a good balance.
Okay. And of course, we got to talk about budget.
Money, money, money.
Elementor has that freemium model.
Which is great if you're on a tight budget.
You can do a lot with the free version.
And upgrade when you're ready.
DIVI's one-time fee is good.
Yeah, but only if you're going to use their other products.
If you just need the page builder.
Yeah.
Elementor's pricing might be better.
And then there's Extendify and their partnerships with hosting providers.
It's a new approach.
We'll see how that works out.
So as you can see,
yeah,
there's no one best WordPress website builder.
It really depends.
It depends on what you need and what you want to do.
And how much you can spend.
But I think there's one big thing to remember.
What's that?
AI is going to change how we build websites.
It already is.
Whether we like it or not, AI is here to stay.
It's not going away.
And it might not replace human designers completely.
But it's going to change things.
But we need to embrace those changes.
Yeah, and see what we can do with AI.
While still remembering that human creativity is important.
AI can't do everything.
So it's going to be really interesting to see how AI shapes web design.
I'm excited to see what happens.
Me too. Maybe one day we'll have an AI co-host on this show.
Now that would be something.
Okay, so that's our deep dive on WordPress website builders.
We covered a lot.
We hope this episode helped you understand the options.
And make a good decision
about which tool is right for you.
Good luck with your website.
Until next time, happy website building.